Before showing you the table about Ramadan, the month of Tamuz, the year 775. Now let us see here the news which come in quite few places. Ramadan, so far 12 days of terror. Muslims commit or attempt at least 8 serious attacks, including 2 murders, and the month is not halfway over. Now this also happened in France, in Kuwait and Tunisia. Also Daesh is also one of them announced that this is a month that they are close to their God, to Allah, so they should really commit this kind of terror attacks as we see, which also came in those days. Now, so very difficult situation definitely when the Ramadan so far 12 days for terror, and Israel tried to do everything, but not so easy. So let us see what the table shows us. Very interesting table. Now, what we see here, in fact, best meeting of the Torah, also interesting in one book, which itself, only Leviticus, which itself make it very significant. Now it appears, as you see here, you can see the Ramadan, Ha-Ramadan, in red, Ha-Ramadan, coming here. And what is interesting is that you write really fully the date, B.A. in 5775, amazingly. On the same line you have in this month, exactly this month Tamuz, which is June and July really, and all comes really almost in the same line, clearly telling us about the terror, minimum in the Torah. Terror, only every 2, you see 2 letters, a letter in between, minimum in the Torah and skip. Then looking more into this, we see also who are involved. You have Iran, unfortunately, and Daesh, clearly involved in this terror. Now what you have here also interesting is the best meaning of the Torah of Kabalah. In Hebrew, Kabalah is terror, attack, and the word Hamas is the best meaning of the Torah. And as we know quite well, that all this taken from the Islam, this Ramadan, is a month for them to do all this kind of terror. Clearly, now what you hear is interesting. According to Kabalah, those letters, which simply mean Atzara, the leprosy, indicate to at time of troubles. At Sarah, in Hebrew, at Sarah, amazingly. Clearly telling that we saw in other tables that we are now in time of troubles. You have also Mechabel here. Now what is interesting, you have also Patach, unfortunately. And what is interesting, that looking into the table, you can see even clearly with Iran, it comes here, amazingly, you have Jihad, the Jihad, amazing appearance with Iran together, with terror, Daesh, all of them, as we said, is minimal, best meeting. But for us, as Jews, we believe that all these kind of troubles supposed to bring us to Teshuvah, to repentance, we come parallel, which is significant, Teshuvah. So very, very interesting table, as we say, very significant, really, having this month Tamuz, known to be a difficult month. They say that most of the wars were on Tamuz, and the 8th of Shinan, very interesting coming together, the date, Tamuz and Av, and clearly telling these are our enemies, and clearly indicating that we are now in time of terror, and the Jihad, Iran. Now, as we said, what makes it interesting also that it is only in one book, as Professor Dr. Rothenberg, who makes this problem, became Bar Shuvah as a result of seeing this phenomenon of the courts, says that things which comes in one book also are very significant. So having best meeting, minimal, and this table no doubt teaches us about the real situation that we have today, this month Tamuz month of the Ramadan, and unfortunately, lot of terror attacks.